No, this is not an infomercial. Hi, my name is Ali Shawaga. This is 10 Points to Ponder, where we like to talk about all the things that get you canceled: race, politics, Jesus, and today, manhood. Specifically, I want to talk about the subject of testosterone. Studies have shown that men are less physically strong than they used to be. We have about 20% less testosterone than we used to in the past. And how does this relate to the times that we live in? Because men who have less testosterone coursing through their veins are more weak and more willing to comply with any type of foolishness. Can you imagine men of the Old West being told to lock down in their homes and just docilely, compliantly just go? No, they would have gone in and got their guns and asked you why in America you dare to lock me down. They had more strength than we do nowadays. In fact, studies have shown that even old men have more grip strength now than men today. Have you ever tried shaking a young person's hand and you get this flimsy little fish? Testosterone helps with mood stabilization, strength, and gives you the confidence to withstand the foolishness of this world. And so today I want to talk about 10 ways that you can increase your testosterone. Point 1, eat more meat, especially red meat. Sometimes I've been down, and if I have a steak, I end up feeling much better than I did before. In moderation, of course, but make sure that every once in a while you're going, and if you eat meat, what I do is I go down to Texas Roadhouse just myself, no waiting, because I say, hey, I want to sit at the bar, give me some water, give me some chili, give me some broccoli, and give me a huge sirloin steak. I want to eat that steak, and as soon as I do, I start feeling better about all sorts of things in life. It's like you're feeding yourself all sorts of nutrients that you can't get seemingly anywhere else when you eat red meat. Point 2, after you eat all that red meat, lift weights, specifically resistance training. Do not be like a long distance runner. Do you see what those guys look like? They're emaciated. They're just flopping themselves down the street. They're running so hard and they have no muscle tone. They have no muscle mass. What I'm talking about is resistance training, pushing, pulling, using your big muscles, doing squats. All of those things are going to build your testosterone. And for myself, one thing that I've been doing and seeing a lot of gains doing is that I purpose in my mind that I'm going to do 100 reps of a certain exercise, or I'm going to do 30 reps of a certain exercise. I'm not just going to find the heaviest weight because of ego and eke out, 5 or 6. And I find that I get more benefits from choosing to do 100 squats than I would from doing 10 squats that are heavy. Point 3, compete. Do something where everyone can't win. Join something, whether it's sports, jujitsu, whether anything. Do something where the competitive juices are flowing, because those same competitive juices are testosterone coursing through your veins. Point 4. This one is a struggle for myself, but you need to sleep more. You need to sleep because this is how you rejuvenate your body, and this is how you produce more testosterone. This is also how you rebuild all those muscle fibers that you've torn from weightlifting. One tip for sleeping better is put your phone away. Put your phone somewhere far away from you rather than going to bed while watching something on your phone. If you put your phone far away, you're going to sleep much better. Point 5, get scared. Explore. Be outside of your comfort zone. Do something that is going to exhilarate you a little bit. Take a trip. Go climbing. Take on a huge challenge, something that you don't know if you're going to succeed in, and see how much when you work hard, when you're challenged and scared a little bit and motivated, how much more testosterone is going to course through your veins to give you that sense of calm and control even in the midst of that. Point 6, manage your stress. Cortisol and testosterone work like a seesaw. Cortisol is the stress hormone. The more cortisol that you have, the less testosterone that you have. And if you increase your testosterone, then you have less cortisol. So increasing testosterone will decrease your stress. And if you really want to manage your stress, then you've got to pray. It says, be anxious for nothing, but pray for everything. Make your supplications to God, and then he'll give you that peace that surpasses all understanding. Point 7, get some sun or take vitamin D supplements. This also helps with immunity. In fact, taking vitamins these days is what's necessary to combat the type of food that we have available to us. Men in the past had more testosterone probably because they had better foods to eat and real foods to eat instead of all this soy-laden and artificial food that we get to eat nowadays, even from the grocery store. Point 8, lose weight. One study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology reported that some obese males between the ages of 14 and 20, they have up to 50% less testosterone than those who are not overweight. Do you want to lose weight? The easiest way that I have found is to start counting calories, and the easiest way for men is to start counting what your macros are, right? The amount of protein, fat, or carbohydrates you're having, and increase your amount of protein. You need to eat more protein than probably you are right now. A lot of men are deficient in this, which is why they're so weak. You need to eat more protein, and then you need to match that with some good carbs so that you'll have the strength to push those weights. I still remember being 24 years old and trying to join DOC, and one of the things that scared me the most as a 24-year-old kid was the fact that we had to do 20 push-ups. And just due to my lack of physical conditioning, that was a struggle for me. I had to practice doing 20 push-ups. If you can't do 20 push-ups, then you need help. Point 9, avoid drug and alcohol use. Alcohol can cause low testosterone levels due to the fact that it affects the body and causes hormonal reactions and cell damage. It does damage to your cells. Avoid drugs and alcohol, and you will have increased testosterone. Point 10, this is for the married guys. If you want to increase testosterone, have more sex. Now, if you're not married and you decide that you're going to follow this advice, it's probably going to increase your level of stress, which will decrease your testosterone and prove counterproductive. I believe that the lack of testosterone is one of the reasons that our culture is so weak and so docile. We don't have men who stand up as men because they lack the confidence. We have men who are run by their wives. We have men who are told to mask up and told to lock down and just simply go along to get along because they don't have that thing inside them that says, no, I'm a man. I'm not going to comply. I will not comply. I'm going to live in the freedom and the rights that God has given that no man takes away from me. This may be one reason why we have not stood strong. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. My name is Ali Shuaga, and this has been 10 Points to Ponder.